Challenges of late adulthood. There are signs of aging that most people immediately think about, such as gray hair, wrinkling skin, loss of vision, and forgetfulness, and sometimes even mood and anxiety disorders. But there are two major cognitive diseases that are getting more research and media attention today. They are Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. What is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's disease is an irreversible progressive brain disease that slowly destroys memory and thinking skills, and eventually even the ability to carry out the simplest tasks of daily living. It starts with plaque building up and the tangling of neurons in part of the brain called the hippocampus, where new memories are formed. The disease then spreads to the place in the brain where language is processed, which affects one's ability to find the right words to say. Next, the disease affects one's ability to solve problems and perform daily tasks, and their ability to express emotions. In the final stages of Alzheimer's, one loses control of body movements, including balance and coordination, and their hearing and smelling senses. Finally, the disease makes its way to the area of the brain that controls breathing and heart regulation, which ultimately causes the person's death. Here are some pictures to illustrate how Alzheimer's affects the brain. Symptoms of Alzheimer's disease: memory loss or changes in memory, forgetting words or substituting inappropriate words, problems in speaking, reading, writing, and understanding, disorientation to time and place, poor or decreased judgment, problems with abstract thinking, misplacing things in inappropriate places, drastic changes in personality, and difficulty performing familiar tasks or routine chores. Facts of Alzheimer's disease. The average amount of time a person lives with Alzheimer's disease is 8 to 10 years. The disease is the sixth leading cause of death in the United States, and those who are 65 years or older are at a greater risk of developing the disease. But there is still a possibility that someone could develop the disease at an age younger than 65. Here is a chart that shows the different categories of Alzheimer's disease and how it progresses over the years. Here are the 5 A's to Alzheimer's diagnosis: amnesia, memory loss, aphasia, inability to express oneself through speech, agnosia, inability to recognize familiar objects, tastes, sounds, and other senses, apraxia, misuse of objects because of failure to identify them, and anomia, inability to remember names of things. Here's a video that shows the progression of Alzheimer's disease.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. I get my hair done on Saturday. Is today Saturday?
Today's Saturday. It looks like you've already had your hair done.
I didn't.
You didn't? Do you have it done first thing in the morning?
I don't know. When did I get my hair done already? He put a thumb up, and
What
I
does
don't
that
know.
mean? Does that mean yes or no?
I don't know.
Can you sing? Can you sing, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is
Strong.
You've got it. Thank you, Grace. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong.
What is Parkinson's disease? Parkinson's disease is a progressive disorder that takes place in the brain at the substantia nigra, the place in the brain where movement or motor function takes place. At the neuron level, neurons die and the production of dopamine is decreased, which then causes the symptoms of Parkinson's. It develops gradually, sometimes starting with a barely noticeable tremor in just one hand. But while the tremors may be the most well-known sign of Parkinson's disease, the disorder also commonly causes stiffness or slowing of movement. Symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Every person with Parkinson's has a different set of symptoms. Because there is no clear list of symptoms for Parkinson's disease, doctors have to use brain scans in order to determine whether a person has true Parkinson's disease or not. With the various symptoms and diagnosis tests used in combination, neurologists are able to evaluate the symptoms based on their severity and determine whether a person has Parkinson's or not. Sometimes people suspected to have Parkinson's are given anti-Parkinson's drugs to see if they respond. Facts of Parkinson's disease. People diagnosed with Parkinson's live for 20 years or more. The disease itself is not fatal, but complications from the disease makes it the 14th top cause of death in the United States. At least 500,000 people are believed to be suffering from the disease currently, and 50,000 new cases are reported each year. It appears to be slightly more common in men than women, and the average onset age is 60 years old. Both prevalence and incidence increase with advancing age. The rates are very low in people under 40 and rise among people in their 70s and 80s. Michael J. Fox and Muhammad Ali are two well-known celebrity spokesmen for the Parkinson's disease.